Since you're a manufacturer, it would be better to make good use of a trading company. I looked into the market price, but your current supplier, I hear you've been doing business with them for a long time. But to be frank, they're not offering you a good price. It's no exaggeration to say that they're taking advantage of you. My name is Ryuichi Kinomiya. I'm a management consultant. This is a company that my company has a contract with, which is starting to grow significantly. And today's business strategy meeting with the client. After the meeting, I was given a ride to the station. Mr. Kinomiya, thank you very much for today. Let's continue working together. Well, actually...
Launching your own company? Why would you quit a major company?
Sayako Tatehori says in surprise. She works in the accounting department of the company I work for, and she's my girlfriend. I've been thinking about it for a while. Our company is quite unethical, right? There are so many mid-career retirees. Plus, the current president's policy is to follow the manual to avoid failure. So, if we fail, we just blame the customers, right?
Why not? Isn't manual there to protect yourselves?
Well, I just think it's not right, though. Also, Just as I was about to continue, Sayako stood up and angrily said,
What the heck is wrong with you? Why can't you just bear with it? You're stable with your current company. Wouldn't it be stupid to quit and walk down a thorny path?
Then, a few days after we had a fight, while I was in the reference room, Sayako and a certain man called out to me.
Ryuichi, I'm sorry. I'll break up with you and start dating Abikawa-kun.
The person next to her was Seiya Abikawa, my colleague. What? Sayako, you?
Heh, are you an idiot for leaving such a good company? In this world, the wisest and most talented men win.
And so, I lost my girlfriend at the same time as I quit my job. Well, it's been a few months since that happened. I quit my job, and the pain of my heartbreak has finally faded. This article is full of biased opinions. It's so obvious it wants to make the mayor the villain. You can't do consulting unless you know about current events. I collect information every day. I have now started my own business as a management consultant. Oh, a call? Sorry I called you. It's okay, we have an advisory contract, so there's no problem. As Sayako once said, it is true that running my own business is tough. However, this young president, Hiroto Maisaka, promised to sign a contract with me if I launched my own business. As a result, I decided to take on the challenge, and as promised, he signed an advisory contract with me. Actually, I'm thinking about starting a subsidiary. Yuri, come over here. When he called, a woman came in front of me. Yuri Maisaka. She's my younger sister, and I plan to make her the president of a subsidiary that oversees sales.
I'm Yuri Maisaka. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. I'm Ryuichi Kinomiya. We exchange business cards. I see. Today's a meeting about that. And the president left, and she started to give me an explanation.
So, we want to make the sales department independent. I will handle the primary store. My brother's idea is for the secondary store to be a designated agent.
I see. So you want to organize and unify your sales routes. I don't think there's any problem with the concept itself. In fact, there are many major manufacturers that do the same.
Weren't you planning to make this suggestion to us soon anyway, right? But it's a little too early. That's what you think. Am I wrong?
Well, you're right. To be honest, you don't have that many agents yet.
I guess so. But we would like to take this opportunity to increase the number of sales agents.
And I guess she will be the one to make that happen, and I'll be her advisor.
My brother recommended you. That means he trusts you so much. I'm jealous.
Huh? It's become a big plan, huh? I told her I need more time to digest the plan, And now, I'm walking around town thinking about it.
In addition to giving advice to us, I would like you to provide training to our agents.
I'll have to hold training sessions, but the contract fee will increase. I'll be quite busy though. It's a realistic strategy. It's now up to me if I want to take the job. I'm a sole proprietor now. There are limits to what I can do, but I want to give it a try, as I was thinking that.
Well, well, aren't you Kinomiya? What is it? You look pathetic.
I'm sure your business is not going well.
It's Saeko Tatehori and Seiya Abikawa. I'm really unlucky to have bumped into these two. I ignore them and walk past them. I don't feel like talking to them.
Hey, are you ignoring us? What a boring guy.
It's because you can't argue back, right? I guess you feel too pathetic about yourself.
With such selfish words behind me, I walked away. A few days later, I decided to take the job. If I can be of any help, I would like to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Kinomiya. It is encouraging.
Oh, thank you. So, without further ado, it's time for evil plotting, Kinomiya-kun. Huh? I was surprised to see President Maisaka suddenly pulling his arm around me with an evil look on his face. I'm sure you know how to create a plan that's barely legal. Lend me your wisdom, will you?
Hey!
Jeez, Mr. President. I can't help it. Alright, I have a special evil strategy for you.
Huh? Even you, Mr. Kinomiya?
Kinomiya-kun, you're evil too. No, I'm no match for you, President. Maybe it's because we're close in age, we sometimes fool around like this. Well, it's been a year since then. The President's plan was on the spot. The basics of sales is to understand customer needs and propose solutions. Salespeople who are not well trained or unmotivated will not make proper proposals, but sales increased significantly as the subsidiary recruited sales agents. In addition, regular training sessions have been held. Of course, this was only possible thanks to the skills of the President and Yuri. By the way, I also received an unexpected benefit.
Would it be possible for you to contract us with an advisor and provide us with guidance?
Oh, I am honored, but please raise your head first. The number of companies that asked for my service increased every time I held a training session.
That's a good thing, isn't it? What do you look troubled?
After today's seminar, I spoke to Yuri about it at the bar and she told me that. By the way, even though she doesn't like alcohol, she seems to like pubs, so we often go drinking together like this. Well, I'm grateful for the contract, but if things continue like this, I'll be way too busy.
Hey, aren't you a management consultant?
She said, acting disappointed.
Do you not understand what to do, even though you are always training corporate managers?
Ah! What she's saying is, I should hire some employees.
Kinomiya-san, you said this yourself, right? There are limits to what one person can do, but with 2 people you can do a lot more. And 3 people? 4 people? That's how the company grows.
I was dumb. I never thought I would be taught a lesson with my own words. But an employee, huh? Just training an admin clerk is easy, but I don't have time to train a consultant from scratch.
You already know a good candidate. Your previous company...
Well, the next day. Woohoo! I couldn't help but make a strange noise when I woke up. Wait, I'm innocent. This must be some sort of mistake.
I see. So there was some kind of mistake?
I'm sorry for saying something that causes misunderstanding. I haven't done anything wrong. I bowed deeply on the bed while saying that to her. It's true that I let her into my house, and I don't remember anything after that.
I'll ask you to take responsibility, okay?
Huh?
Please let me work with you.
3 months have passed since drinking with Yuri. I rented an office and called out to my former colleagues.
I was finally able to quit. Look forward to working with you, President.
Jeez, I've been waiting for you to invite me all this time. When they heard that I was recruiting, a lot of my former colleagues responded to me. They were all people who were dissatisfied with their previous consulting firm and supported my approach.
Is it okay? There are 6 more consultants and 2 admins. You suddenly hired 8 people.
Suddenly, Yuri, who had come to check on me, said so. I think it will work out somehow. Thanks to you, the number of clients has increased. And consulting contract fees are not cheap. That's right, management consultant fees are generally expensive. It's 30 to 60,000 yen per month. And the average cost to become a project advisor is in the millions. By the way, we are contracting for an amount that is close to the lower limit. On the contrary, my previous employer charged close to the upper limit. Now, let's take a look at my previous workplace.
It seems like there are a lot of people quitting these days. I think it's not a good trend.
It's fine. Just a few people who disagreed with our company's policy, right? It's good to have no competition for promotion.
This is dangerous. It's not good.
Suzume Komodo, one of the talented consultants at my previous workplace, was sighing softly. 2 items today: new employee training and management meetings. Tomorrow, we have to be far away, so we'll head there after those 2 are done. Then after half a year, my agency, Lovekoi Business Brains, has become very busy.
New client is coming today. I'll be at the client's company all day. I also have a request to participate in a management strategy meeting. Please email me if you need anything.
The number of clients has increased due to the increase in the number of agencies, but I've also started receiving inquiries from clients of my previous employer.
Well, of course they would. Our contract fee is low and we're capable. Anyone would want to hire us.
I'm here for drinks with Yuri again. That's what she said when I briefly told her the current situation.
Well, as a result, both my company and my brother's company profits increased significantly. As you know, we couldn't keep up with production and started building a new factory. My prediction is that the production department may also become a subsidiary.
The day after that conversation, Whoa! There was Yuri Maisaka sleeping next to me again, looking comfortable. A meal? Yes, that's fine, but why so sudden? As the number of employees increased, I left the other cases to everyone else and returned to focusing on consulting for the Maisaka siblings. Today, there's a mid-career employee training session, so I received an invitation. When I talked about you to the company president I recently met, they said that they would really like to meet you. I see. Okay, but which company? You'll find out on the day. Why are you making such an evil face? Apparently, he won't tell me. A few days later, I was in front of the designated restaurant.
Kinomiya-san, thank you for waiting.
The first person who came was Yuri Maisaka.
Sorry, my brother and the company president will be a little late. They want us to go in first.
They'll be about 30 minutes late, so we ordered a drink first and waited.
It's refreshing to talk to you like this outside of a bar.
Ah, that's true. Even if we eat, it's usually at a bar too. When we are at a restaurant, there's always someone else like a client.
By the way, I wish there were more opportunities like this with you.
Huh? I was surprised by what she said, and my heart skipped a beat. Wait, May. Ask her what she meant first. What does that? However, an unexpected person interrupted me.
Oh, aren't you Ryuichi?
The two people who were there were Saeko Tatehori and Seiya Abikawa.
What the heck? Is it two poor business owners comforting each other? Or poor people dating while going broke?
If you have time to go on a date with a poor-looking girl in a place like this, why don't you work? For the sake of others, as you say.
Hey, stop it!
You're really stupid. Consultants should just follow the manual. Because of that, customers feel like they learned something by paying a lot of money. Even if something goes wrong, it's all the customer's fault. All we have to do is say whatever sounds right. I don't understand why you would quit a major company where you can earn so much money so easily.
Abikawa is openly sarcastic.
I see. So that's your company's policy after all.
Huh? What? Miss President?
Abikawa was surprised by the voice when he turned around. He saw a woman and President Maisaka.
I knew something was wrong with your company after you took over from Kinomiya-san. So that's how it is, huh? You don't make any useful suggestions, and you just tell us things that we've already heard somewhere.
This is not what you think.
We have determined that your company is not worth the high consulting fees. We, Kikugawa Innovation Solutions Group, will cancel all contracts with your company.
What?
Huh? Kikugawa Innovation? They're one of our major customers.
Yes, she's a fifth-generation CEO of a super group company that made my previous employer big. To have the contract terminated by such a company, you can easily imagine the consequences.
Hey, Seiya! Stay strong!
As a result, Abikawa left the restaurant without eating anything in despair.
Well, that's what happens when you say something like that openly in front of a customer.
But I think the same thing would have happened sooner or later. Huh? Anyway, it's been a while, Miss President. Why are you with President Maisaka? I used to be in charge of dealing with her company. Apparently, Abikawa took over as my successor. We got to know each other at a meeting. I told her that you launched your own company.
It's been a while, Kinomiya-san. That company has become terrible ever since you left. Would it be possible for your new company to take care of our group?
Later, my previous employer officially received a notice to cancel the contract from Kikugawa Innovation Solutions Group. Look what you have done! You will take responsibility for this! Seiya Abikawa got transferred to the sales department, and he was asked to get a customer of the same size as Kikugawa. But that wasn't the only problem that the company had.
Wow! It's happening sooner than I expected. We're not ready yet. Damn, this is bad. Considering the sales of that company, we might go bankrupt. I can't use Seiya anymore either. I think I'll throw him away. Now that I think about it, Ryuichi's company, since that female CEO was with him. Great. Ryuichi will be happy. I'll date you again.
Saeko was grinning all by herself. Another half a year has passed quickly. Huh, in just a few years, I've rented one floor of an office building and have nearly 30 employees. Before I knew it, my business has grown at an abnormally fast rate. I guess it's thanks to luck and customers and friends from my old company coming along gradually. On the other hand, It seems that the conditions at my previous workplace were so bad that they even had to cut wages and lay people off. It seems that the third generation president was also wasting money, but the biggest cause is probably the accelerating loss of customers. So, Sayako, why are you following me? You were the one who dumped me, right? That's right, Sayako, who recently quit that company, started following me around all the time.
Hey! You've accepted so many people from that company, right? Hire me too? I'll get back together with you too, you know.
So she says. I'm in trouble. Please help me, guys. This continued for a while, and I finally reached my limit and went to the Maisaka siblings for advice.
That must be a difficult problem to solve, even for an incredible consultant like you.
What are you talking about, Kinomiya-kun? Isn't it easy to deal with? You get engaged to Yuri right here and now. Done. Yuri gushes loudly. I was also dumbfounded. Well, I've been wondering when you would start dating, but there seems to be no progress at all. First of all, Kinomiya-kun. No, Ryuichi-kun. You slept with Yuri twice, right? Aren't you taking responsibility yet? Hiroto Maisaka's hand rests on my shoulder with a creepy smile on his face. Huh? President Maisaka? No, nothing happened at the time. You will take responsibility, right?
Yes! Ryuichi-san said he would take responsibility.
Wait! Maisaka-san? And then a few days later, when I left work and tried to go home.
Ryuichi! I've been waiting. Don't keep your future wife waiting.
Sayako Tatehori is here again today. Actually, Sayako.
Ryuichi-san? I'll do the talking.
She came from behind and clung to me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Yuri Maisaka, Ryuichi Kinomiya's fiancé.
That's how it is. We're going to buy engagement rings tomorrow. Sayako looked dumbfounded. Now, let's talk a little about what happened after that. In the end, the previous company had significantly downsized, and all employees were fired. Rejected. Rejected.
Job. I can't find a job.
It seems that both of them are having a hard time finding a new job because they worked at a notorious company.
How did this happen?
My business is going well. We're highly rated for our reasonable prices and competent consultants. New jobs are coming in one after another, so we may have to expand the business again soon. By the way, I later heard it was Yuri who originally suggested creating a subsidiary at President Maisaka's company. Then, I feel like I have to thank you for helping my company grow bigger.
There's no need.
When I went home and told her my honest feelings, she said that.
I ended up with such a happy future, so that's more than enough. But you work too much. Once we have a child, make sure to take time off, darling.
We are living happy days now.